Hello, a warm welcome to Conny Decorates today, and of course with heart. And with heart involved, exactly, after work. He's diligently involved, of course. And we said today we're going to make a really nice colorful one, table decoration, which will first be on our table here and maybe even later on our windowsill outside. We like it very much, a bit of light mixed with some early bloomers. Dear ones, but if you want to know how this really colorful decoration works, stay tuned because we're going to show you now. And this is the base, this is the beautiful bowl that we just brought inside from outside. I just cleaned it up. This bowl is for indoor and outdoor use, which is of course optimal. It's super weather resistant. There was also a layer of ice in it, which I just removed. I dissolved it with warm water and cleaned it a bit more. Actually, there's already a bit of soil in here because we just filmed and didn't have any sound. And then we said, let's just clear everything away and start anew. The sound has to be good, of course. Sometimes that happens and it's just part of it. But we'll just start without introducing anything grand because I would like to... White is always such an elegant thing, especially here with the white Easter bunny. These wonderful rustic terracotta pots, I love them, especially when they're a bit distressed, giving them an old and vintage look. And of course, the potato sack or jute fabric fits perfectly with that. It doesn't really matter, but I think it's a really, really cool combination. And I would actually place it in the bowl as a protective layer. As I said, I have the potato sack here. And why do I already have a bit of moss on top? Because I need the moss to elevate my containers. It was a bit too deep for me, and I've placed the moss on top to achieve a good height. Of course, you can use anything you have. Wood chips or soil or whatever you prefer. That doesn't matter at all. So we have jute fabric inside. Moss is also going in now. Here, where the tall pot is, I don't need any moss. It's stable as it is. I have to say, this is of course a round bowl. That means the pots weren't stable on it at all. That's why we needed a really good base to place the pots stably here. Then just take a look, no matter what you have. You can also use fiberglass or whatever, just mix it a bit. It's always nice and naturally adds a wonderful liveliness. Now I'll take a look at where I want to decorate the rabbit at the end of the day. Or at which spot. And I think this spot is now optimal and it fits quite well. That's why I'm placing it here now. If you need stability, you can of course fix it with hot glue. That always works very, very well and there are no problems with it. I'm now taking my moss and definitely filming here. Filling the gap, or rather the bunny also gains quite good stability from it. So at the end of the bowl, I find it quite nice again. The bowl is, of course, also quite good again in this context. He also always loves the bowl with the decorations. There are so many great things you can play with. So now I've filled it nicely, which means it's also super stable. And I will now place this bowl or pot here. At the back end where Charlie is, just place it there again. And today I got a 6-pack of very small, beautiful primroses. A great color combination. I wanted it to be super colorful, and I would like to simply place them here in the bowl. That means they are already without a pot. I'll first take them out of this 6-pack, and I'll place them here with this soil, wonderfully in between. Here I have one, there's no bloom yet. I'll just put a little bit more moss around because I would really like to place it here at the end. Just like that into the gap at the end. 아주 우연히 듣게 된 그 노래
색이 바래진 그날의 기억을 모른 척하려 두 눈을.
And the daffodils, maybe you remember I had such a huge pot and I still had those left over. And I would also like to simply plant them here in the pots now. I will now carefully break off the bulbs so that so that I can get them into the pot, and I just want to stick them in like that with all the roots, simply facing outward. I always really like that a lot. And I'm also putting the daffodils into the other pots now, just like that. And I still have bulbs. I would like to plant them here in the middle again. I think this combination is really spring-like now. Super, super beautiful. This is still a bit too low for me. That's why I'm just going to use my moss again here. It's always the absolute all-rounder. Of course, you can put soil or expanded clay or whatever you like in there. And then they come up a bit higher. Bark always fits on there and is also a beautiful or natural decorative element. I'm taking my bark now and breaking it apart a little. And I'm also sticking it in everywhere here, preferably so that it peeks out a bit from the bowl. Just thinking outside the box, as I was about to say, just so that it comes out a bit from the container. Also here in front of our little bunny, we've already had them in some decorative arrangements and they are still fantastic. So just place them on top here and it's perfect, especially with moss, because it is an excellent water provider. And that is, of course, fantastic for a succulent. I'm taking a bit of moss again here and we'll just place the succulents I still have in between. I really like it. And you, Micha? Really nice when it's so colorful and fresh. And also the mix with the primroses, the bulb flowers, and the succulents, which are super resilient. That is really a very grateful plant. And light, of course, must not be missing now. And I simply take these. You probably already have them seen in the planting with the glasses. These are the really great LED real wax candles. For me, honestly, they are among the most beautiful. I was just at a trade fair. I saw so many candles, but I really like these the best. They look real at first. They are also real wax and they have such a great shimmer. When they light up in the evening, it's really like a real candle. I like it very, very much. They are also available in the Oelke's online shop. Check the video description below. You'll find the link there, and there are definitely some in the online shop. And I would now like to place them everywhere in between. And we're done. Quick and easy, that really went fast. I'm really happy because it was truly a bargain at Primer. So I'll just say they were 2.29 euros. And we already had the succulents, the daffodils too. And yes, maybe just take a look at what you have, what you find. Maybe you also have a bit of jute, fabric, succulents. Just mix it up a bit. Also, just be bold, mix a bit of elegance with natural rustic things. It's always beautiful. We like it. Maybe you'll like it too. Because then we would, of course, be happy about a thumbs up, dear ones. And as I said, if you're ever looking for decorative items, feel free to check out our online shop. And in the video description, you'll find the link to us. And from there, to the link to Oelke's. Dear ones, feel warmly hugged. We look forward to decorating with and for you again soon with spirit fresh and lively. Your Conny and your Micha, your cameraman, always with you. So until then, dear ones, goodbye. Goodbye.